Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Improve81 video series. We're in Bristol, Virginia today to talk about another important project, the widening of I-81 from exit 10 to exit 7 in the southbound direction. Joining me today to talk about this project is Dennis Harris, who's a project development engineer in the Bristol district. It's been 3 years since we started the I-81 corridor improvement program, and progress to date has been excellent, especially in the Bristol district. We executed a lot of operational projects, such as the installation of digital message signs, installation of additional cameras, as well as curve improvements. One of the projects that we've recently completed is at exit 47, the northbound extension of the acceleration lane. This was our first single-phase design build project along the corridor and was completed ahead of schedule. We also had 3 improvement projects at exit 39, northbound and southbound, that have all been completed. We also have a project that recently completed. It was an auxiliary lane construction between southbound exit 54 and the Smith County rest area. We also have recently started construction on one of the first truck climbing lanes in the Bristol district in the 7 Mile Forward area. This is one of 3 truck climbing lane projects. The other 2 will begin construction toward the end of 2023. And now I'd like to turn it over to Dennis to tell us a little bit more about this exit 10 to exit 7 widening project.
This particular project involves widening the southbound lanes of I-81 from exit 10 area down into the exit 7 area. We'll be adding the 3rd lane, which will continue all the way down and tie into the existing 3rd lane facility at exit 7. Once we jump over to the northbound side, we'll be extending the 3rd lane for approximately a mile north and tying back in at around milepost 8.9. Another part of this project is on the southbound side, we'll be widening the bridge that carries Old Dominion Road over into the Lowry Hill subdivision. We did several studies, compared the cost and compared the impacts of the project. Once we compared those impacts, we decided to widen to the inside or the median side of the interstate. What this does is greatly reduce the footprint of our project.
This project won't start until 2024, but I'd like to tell you what you should expect in the work zone. Do expect that there will be shoulder closures and barrier wall in close proximity to the travel lanes. So I do encourage you to continue to pay attention, drive slowly, and stay in your lane through the work zone. Another thing I'd like to point out is that for the I-81 Corridor Improvement Program, we have developed what we call a Transportation Management Plan Guidance document. And what this document really does is serves as a template for each individual project to follow so that we can ensure that not only are our work zones safe, but they're also consistent. Because as you drive along the corridor, you want to be experiencing a very similar work zone. It makes people feel more comfortable, and when drivers are more comfortable, they generally drive safer.
One of the main challenges that we'll face during the construction of this project will be maintaining traffic on the Old Dominion Road under the bridge that we'll be widening on the southbound of the interstate. Anytime we widen a bridge like this and there's a local road going underneath into a community, we want to be sure and try to maintain access at all times, especially just for safety reasons. So in this particular location, we've determined that we're going to use a temporary traffic signal and put it on each end of the bridge, and even during times of construction, we'll maintain 1-lane traffic under the bridge at all times so folks can come in and out of the subdivision. Same thing goes for the main line. We're going to try at all times to maintain 2 lanes of traffic open, because anytime we shut down the lane, we do get some traffic backup. So we want to keep those lanes open and as we go ahead with this construction.
Dennis, thank you for joining me today to talk about the exit 10 to exit 7 widening project. You've provided a lot of very good information for us to take into account as we move closer toward the construction time frame. Most importantly, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video to learn about this important project. If you'd like to learn more, please visit Improve81.org, where you can view graphics, videos, and also a podcast associated with this project. Thank you.